Every time you lost your glow, got your shine back. Anytime you felt alone, God had your back. Better know that in the shoes that you're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond or shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. You're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond, a shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. I love you, reflection, we flexing on our haters. We wish them the best, but protecting our sacred love. No weapons formed against us to take us away from God. We praying, we praising, we grateful, we came from love. You're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond or shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. You're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond, a shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are.
You are a bright light. Your essence, it brings life. Encoded in your DNA is eternal life. A walking constellation on this earth, radiating beyond our three-dimensional sight. Your level of productivity does not define your worth. Your worthiness is inherent to your being. Your existence is a gift from the heavens through all of eternity. Speak highly of what you seek. Your words are medicine. Your breath is a holy sacrament. Baptize yourself in these affirmations. A living wish come true. We are honored to exist alongside you.
They said nobody's coming to save you. I had to look inside me. I was looking everywhere for a savior, but the guy was in me. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great.
You know what I fought through just to get her. I evolved so much I feel like I don't fit her. Out of place, my palate increased, I got a higher taste. I don't want it if it ain't organic, and I don't wanna talk if we ain't seeking understanding. And I don't wanna chill if growth ain't what we planning. And I don't wanna take no pictures if they ain't candid. Catch me in a moment or don't catch me at all. They throwing shade underhand and I'm deflecting it all. But if it's good energy, then I'm accepting it all. Yeah, I'm accepting it all. They tried to prosper against me, but they weapons too small. I got God on my side, nickel. I got angels in the field down the ride, nickel. Plus my ancestors, same gang, same hand gestures. Great wisdom, my people say I'm acting different. I tried to put them what I'm on, but they ain't listen. I made some diamonds out this pressure, can't say they ain't glisten. I cut them snakes out my grass cause I heard them hissing. It's a marathon, I do the distance. Yeah, the crowd tried to tell me I was done for, but I ain't listen.
They said nobody's coming to save you. I had to look inside me. I was looking everywhere for a savior, but the guy was in me. The world like to tell you what you can't, what remember that you great.
A wise man told me I got a calling on my life. I think I overstand now. I think I get why Miss Johnson kept praying now. I think I get why I lost a lot of friends now. All part of the plan. See, some relationships supposed to land. If they can't grow with you, then they can't go with you. My ex say she was leaving. I said don't let the door hit you. On the way out, I told her stay out. See, I'm finding myself, aligning myself, working and I'm timing myself, reminding myself, yeah, that I'm free. And ain't nobody gonna do me like me. Self-love, it's the best love, that's the best drug. Praise to the Most High, my investor. Yeah, I'm self-driven like Tesla. Yeah, I'm blessed up, from my feet to my chest up. Middle finger to my oppressor. And I press on. I go to war with my demons, I put my vest on. And I turn every L into a lesson. If I got greatness in me, not even a question.
They said nobody's coming to save you. I had to look inside me. I was looking everywhere for a savior, but the guy was in me. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great. To tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great.
Never leaving Earth. 10 toes firmly planted in the dirt for what it's worth. See my life flash before my eyes a couple times, so I'd be lying if I said I don't believe in the divine. For reasons we can't find, the truth will probably blow our minds. This energy in the universe send chills down your spine. Had a talk with a goddess about human design. Pull my coat to how I need to get my chakras aligned. Gotta break some bad habits, it's addition by subtraction. Move away from bad actors trying to leech off your action. It's the laws of attraction, gotta see it before it happens. Gotta believe it with a passion, then receive this beautiful madness. Find a pattern in the chaos, their assessment was way off. You build it from the ground up, you own it, so ain't no layoffs. Your energy is equity, cashing on your day off. Hope to reach a couple souls, it's all a part of the payoff.
Peace and blessings, Starseeds. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Hey, it's the goddess Rael. Peace and blessings. Welcome to Pronioa Starseed podcast, y'all. It is Tarot Tuesdays. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me? Make sure you can hear me. I got the unmute, but just want to make sure. Yeah, it's a little smoky in here too. Let me move this over. Yes, peace and blessings. Thank you. Hello. Peace and blessings. Welcome, Yvette. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Smart Video Girl. Yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. Okay, y'all. It is Tarot Tuesdays. You know, this is one of my favorite. I say this on every show. I say, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. I ain't gonna lie. The whole damn show is my favorite. Okay. But this is one of my favorites. I do love Tarot Tuesdays. Tarot, like, literally can save your life if you use it right. It can help you navigate and understand some things. I'm just telling you, people be acting scared of spirit. I don't understand, but we'll talk about it another time. You're not afraid of spirit because you're here on Tarot Tuesday. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight, we're going to find out what Divine has for you, but we do have a very special reader tonight. Mahatma Starseed is in the building. Yes, thank you. So Mahatma has never, I don't think she's read here before. She's been here now. This is her, she is back. So, you know, once you come one time, you got to knock on the door. But once you come back, you just walk on in, you have a seat, you get you a drink out the refrigerator on your own, you know, that's what you do. So she is back in the building, y'all, but this will be her first time reading for us here. This is not her first time reading, you guys. It's her first time reading here on Pronioa Starseed podcast. So we're going to get into it real quick. And I see she might have a special something for us. So I'm not going to delay you guys any longer. Yes, I can see you backstage. Beautiful. I will not delay you any longer because I get the preview. I'm going to bring the beautiful soul. I like to call her the beautiful soul. All of my starseeds have beautiful souls, but hers like glows on the outside. It's like I saw it first. And then I talked to her and I was like, oh, it matches. Okay. Anyway, her name is Mahatma Starseed, y'all. Welcome. Peace and blessings.
Blessings. Peace and blessings. Thank you for having me again. I'm excited, delighted.
Yes. Thank you for being here. And thank you all who have tapped in tonight for your free readings and to, you know, grace us with your energy and presence. Thank you for being on Pronioa. So, Mahatma, what you got going on over there, girl? I see something in your hand. What you got over there?
I got a nice little setup. Wanted to make sure I brought my flute to come and share the vibes. You know, it's one of my my go-to vibrations. Drop into that meditative state. All you need is 60 seconds, and you locking in. Locking in.
That's what's up. I'm so excited. Thank you for first of all, thank you for always like just insight and accepting the invitation. Number two, just thank you for your energy and being here on this planet still after the rapture. You are still here with us. So thank you for still being here. I'm sorry, I'm just playing. But you know,
everything couldn't come with me. Okay. Everything did not make it. And that's okay.
Okay.
That is okay. Something gotta go.
First of all, I only found out about the rapture recently, so y'all have to forgive me because it popped up in my newsfeed and I was like, what is going on? What is going on today? Is it today? Was it supposed to be today?
I believe so.
Well, you know, we still got some hours. It's almost 12 o'clock, so we'll see. You know, if I just dip off, y'all, God took me home.
A lot of things are happening this week. You know, we're just stepping into the final quarter of the 25 season, yes. You know, AKA autumn, equinox.
Absolutely. Wow.
New
moon. Just yesterday. Right?
It's going in. It's going in.
So tell us what does this energy feel like for you right now?
Drastic.
That's a good word to describe it. Drastic. If we had one word. Drastic. Yes, I do agree.
Drastic, intentional, unapologetic. Your Vesta had shown up and showed out. Because if not, the universe will do it for you.
Yes, get your chips, your Sprite, get your drink, because we're gonna talk tonight. Yes, for real, I would say it feels very. I'm gonna speak from here. Let's see. It feels very free, but karmic. It feels very cycle opening and cycle closing right now. It feels the eclipses. I feel them, and I feel it in. In the heart. In the heart. That's where I wanted to speak from the heart. It's in the heart space. I feel a lot of openings and closings of the heart space. I feel a lot of releasings and letting in of new energy. So this eclipse season has been very, I'm a Pisces, y'all. Okay. And so this has been and I'm very moon sensitive. I've always been moon sensitive. I was born on a Monday, and when it's a full moon, you can either find me in a corner in the bed somewhere, asleep, knocked out, because I am too drained. Like, I remember one year it was my birthday and it was a full moon, and I went out and I had the nerve to go out, and I could not even make it into where I was going. I was sick, like to my stomach, and all I wanted to do was lay down. And that's how full. And so these eclipses have been so, I don't know, opening up old cycles and closing them out at the same time. Like, you see that? Remember that? Yeah, it's gone. Remember this? It's gone. And it's just like, wow. So quick.
It's like a 360 effect.
Yes.
It's like, when you think about the transformation that you go through willingly, right? Because unwilling transformation creates a whole different route.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Willing transformation allows you to stop in the path that you are and to appendage all of the things that are there. And then it allows you to come back to where you stopped and to then keep going from that platform. Right. So it's understanding that it feels like a loop for all of us. But all it was is a gathering and bringing us back to center.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And if we can withstand that clearing, or the other word that we say, gathering, if you can withstand the gathering, then you're going to be able to go further and with more endurance, right? Which is in alignment with this equinox energy, because autumn is set up for us to reap what we sowed.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said it felt karmic. I felt that. It felt like good karma, bad karma, dharma. Yep. It's harvest season. Exactly. Yep. That is the word right there. See?
Yep. So hopefully, hopefully you did the work, regardless of how many people we saw lollygagging or looking like they're getting somewhere.
You know what? And I know why you laugh, because it's funny. Because it's like this time now that you can't mask the energy. Energy can't be masked. Everything else, you can fool everything, but now we're dealing with energy. And like William says here, the rapture is forcing those called to their purpose. Either you step into the wave or be crushed by it. And so many are having to, again, if you put down shit seeds and expected roses, and you came back to a pile of, I promise it wasn't roses. Because people are now, and if you put down rose seeds and it took a long time for them to grow, it is time now that you are going to reap your harvest. It takes time to grow certain types of seeds that we put into the ground. It's not popcorn, it's not, you're going to put it in the microwave, it's going to pop out now. But I feel like a lot of us, healers, light workers, whatever the name may be, star seeds, are finally starting to see the ending of certain cycles of connections, of almost like a bondage we've been to trying to wake people up, to being able to actually step into our power and just walk in who we are, and no longer like all of those things that were holding on to us. We just keep walking. We're not releasing them. They're releasing themselves. We're just going forward into this energy. And I feel like we're being called into the energy. You know, that calling everybody's talking about? That's what I feel like. It's feel like it's a calling now for us to step up. And so it feels a very transformative, beautiful time to be alive. And so that's why I say thank you for your energy, because what we don't realize is that everybody here right now should be here right now. And so if you're here on Pronioa and you're a starseed, that means you are actually lit up to truly be walking in your pure, authentic self right now. And so I am grateful to meet you authentically here at this space in this time. That's all.
I'm in it to win it. Okay.
Hey, what you here to do?
Like, I came into this unfoldment, this portal moment, this realization with so much acceptance that I had to learn how to balance my acceptance. And I had to learn how to balance all of that which I can offer spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. You know, when I started, you know, we're here today for tarot, right? And my first deck was not a tarot, but my first reading that I gave myself was with a tarot deck. And I think we were talking about that at the end of the last live. And it allowed me to start like really just like opening up and wanting to clear my energy. And back then I still had that dialect of like, oh, the tarot cards are, you know, evil and that's summoning dark forces. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go around that and I'm going to pick up this oracle deck because I've never heard people talk bad about oracle deck.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm just going to shoot there, and fell in love with it. My ability to read energy is like really immense, which is one of the reasons why now where I'm at, I'm very cautious on how I offer my energy and how much I offer that energy into the reading, because a lot of people want that nice, soft, gentle, like this is what you need to do to find the love of your life. And my spirit guides are like, they want to punch you in the throat. Okay, like, and I do my best. I'm going to do my best tonight, but I can't promise y'all.
Listen, we look. Let me tell you, the spirit guides who be coming up in here, they do not be playing. Last time we had the Rebel deck out here, and we had to like, I was like, goodness, they was like, yeah, you need to pull that deck, and that deck don't play about nothing. It'd be like, sit your ass down.
Yes.
And I mean, it's just rough on you a little bit, but sometimes we gotta be spoken to a certain way so we can get to the point. So listen, how by any means, as long as it is, again, we here are starseeds, so we work in light energy. Okay, so as you're here, the rules of the game are you can ask questions about yourself, but you cannot specifically ask about someone else without their permission. If they want to ask, they can come on and ask. If you want to ask about relationships and stuff, that's fine, but not any particular person. We don't read other people's energy. We don't delve into their energy without permission. The other rules here are that you have to say me. So in the comments over there, I'm going to keep up with the me's because it get a little crazy as time goes on. People come in and they come out. And so you have to be in present. Now, I will leave that up to Mahatma. Will you read if they are not present?
I can give some simple insight for sure.
Okay. So if you don't stick around, she'll give you simple insight. If you stick around, you might be able to get, ask a little bit more questions. So make sure you're here for your reading, okay? Your energy is necessary, all right? We want to tap into your energy, all right? And again, the rules the rules of the game, the rules of the reading are you have to say me. You have to be here. When I call on you, I say, hey. All right. And you just say, hey, back. You let us know if you want a general or you have a question. And if your name is not what it is in the comments, and I don't personally know you, like Smart Video Girl, I know her. So I know when I put her up, it's going to be Smart Video Girl. But if I don't know you personally and you have a different name that you go by, please put that in the comments as well. I'm going to keep up with it tonight. Mahatma will let us know when she is needing a break. We will take breaks as needed. You know, we got to get some nourishment, a little water in every now and then. If she want to play the flute, the guitar, whatever she needs to do, I'm gonna let her get into her mood. I am about to step off screen. I will be last tonight to ask for a reading. So, again, now the other rules is that you have to like, please subscribe. I'm not gonna tell you have to subscribe because maybe you just want to be here for one night only. And I'd be sad to hear that. But if you like to, please subscribe. But you do have to like the post and share it. Please share so people know we're here live. Where else can you get free readings live on Tuesday? Come on, tell me. Because most people is charging. They at least giving $5. Okay? Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Hit the notification bell. Thank you. Love you so much. So right now we've got Smart Video Girl and Yvette Braggs. All right. So those will be the next two up. And then as we go along, I'll add the names. Again, the rules are say me, stick around, like, share, subscribe. And yeah. All right. I'll be backstage, eating my popcorn and sipping my sodas.
Okay. You gonna let me know who's first? Who's first?
I'm gonna be talking from like the background now. I'm gonna become the narrator. All right.
It's gonna be the universe. It's gonna be the universal unfoldment for those looking to get their reading. It's me. Okay. I'm going to open up the space of capacity for there to be clear energy, as most readers do. They start off. I already lit the incense, been spacing it out. I'm going to play my flute a little bit as we invite strong, intentional, guided energy into our space, whether that requires for you to have your ancestors, your spirit guides, or your super soul. May they have space and capacity to come and share today's message. Got the sage going. I'm gonna play a little bit of this meditative music, get the brainwaves to settle. I know that a lot of us have been going through our day, our time of reflection is now. That was a little bit of healing sounds for those that were ready to feel the vibes. Thank you. Thank you.
Smart video girl is great. Just wanted you to know, first up is smart video girl.
Smart video girl. Okay. So, smart video girl, do you have a specific question, or are you looking for a general reading? Before you answer that question, I will let you know what I have in front of me. I have my compassion deck, which is not a tarot deck, but I always like to give that at the end to offer a little bit more inspiration. My tarot deck that I have is my Osho deck. Okay. And so Osho is higher vibration deck for those that are in a spiritual elevation for themselves, that they're ready for these messages, ready to receive the messages from the ancestors. Got it. Got it. And then I have my heavenly astrology deck. It's not a specific tarot deck, but it is all about astrology and the placements, the houses. So if you're looking to get focus on the energy on a zodiac standpoint, we can unfold that for you. And then my other tarot deck, which is a little bit more lighter, it is my spirit deck. It's the animal spirit guide. So we can jump on that, see about these spirits, see about what they've got to say. So I'm going to take it that you want to hear the ancestors' higher vibrations. So you're looking for that. Give me a moment. So I'm going to allow you to get more involved, okay? Miss Hot. I got 3 piles. 1, 2, or 3. Which one would you like me to pick up? 1, 2, or 3? While you do that, I'm going to get these compassion cards. I gotta get the space for it. Gotta get the space. Must be nice. Take to pile 2. Okay. All right, we're at pile 2. So as I'm pulling these cards, I must give you some insight as to where and how I provide readings. So I love to read from the books because I like to hear the inspiration behind these cards that the particular artist, illustrator created, and in conjunction with the spirit message. So I am definitely going to read a passage from the book. I also do the energy. So I read from the energy of the book. And so I'm going to, in my second pile, I'm going to take from the bottom and the top. Okay. Those are going to be the energies that are going to speak to you. And then for my compassion card, I'm going to take the one that is right here on the top. Let me see if I can bring it in for you a little bit. This is the compassion that we are looking to be a part of. Now, this might be inverted for you. So I imagine you can't read it backwards, but I did want you to see the number 22, which is a part of your reading. numerology. I am not well versed. You should go back and watch a couple of lives back on the Pronioa Starseed account where we had our numerology expert on. Cannot remember his name, but he was a teacher on top of that, which I absolutely loved. And the information he was giving for the numbers was pretty cool. 22, yes. See, I'm telling you, alignment is the assignment. So we will read that, the actual saying of what it says in a moment. And the first thing that I see in flipping this around is both of the cards are basically pointing towards each other. I'm going to share that with you. Very specific energy that is poking out, which is really, really, really interesting. So I'm going to show you this. This is, and they look like two major arcanas as well. So it came out like this. I flipped it and it showed in this position. So energetically, it's telling me that these energies are working together. Okay, so something is coming up as far as working together. And the one with the flower, right? And this is just me giving you the energetic reading before I actually read the energy that's coming from the card in reference to courage. Now, I will tell you that the typical courage card is usually depicted with a lion or a tiger, one of those cats, and a woman, right? And the fact that the courage card is showing this rock and this flower growing in between it, you know, it gives me the indication that the ancestors definitely see you blossoming through whatever hard place that you have been. And with courage in mind, that has been a part of your journey. And it also reminds me, I guess, you know, I might as well bring it up. The things that involve my life are connected in ways of what other people are experiencing. And persistence is key. A lot of us see such hard things in life that we feel like nothing can ever grow from this. It's so dead in this area. It's so not nourished that whatever I might try to put in this area could possibly not even thrive because it doesn't have anywhere to find nutrients. And Mother Nature is always going to show us that it don't matter how much you try to block me from expressing the fullness of my capability, I am going to poke through. I'm going to expand. I'm going to find the cracks and the crevices for beauty to grow, for beauty to be seen, for truth to be uncovered. And we have to have the courage for these things, right? I'm not going to go too much more further into this card because the energy it feels very abundant. It feels very open. And I'll just say to be mindful of how fresh you feel from embodying or experiencing or seeing this courage within you, and you want to protect it, right? And I feel like this is kind of where this conditioning card is coming up. And if you look a little closer, you can see the lion being tied up and surrounded by all these sheep, which is interesting. And then they have the sheep like tied up to the lion on top of him, like This is the epitome of the story of individuals being taught that they're a sheep when they're really a lion, but never having a lion around to distinguish the difference, and not having a mirror of ourselves can be completely off-putting. And it completely makes us feel like we are all the way out of outside of the picture, not fully a part of everything. Yes. And that's a strong similarity in a lot of star seeds, and this is why a lot of us, it's so important for a lot of us to come together and offer reflections to each other, so that we can believe and that we can see the monumental transformation that we have grown. Because even though it might seem like a little bit, just one petal, just one flower growing in full bloom, but it was in this hard place. And we have to be like so thankful and so appreciative. We have to appreciate that. We cannot downgrade it because it doesn't look as abundant as how other people have been making it seem like. There's a lot of stuff out there that make spirituality seem like it's an easy peasy thing, and you should just be able to move forward and transform yourself and reprogram yourself, yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, our courage, our conditioning is based off of the expansion that is formidable, that is what is this word? Financially doable, right? And I don't mean financially as like money, particularly in your everyday life. I mean financially abundant. Like if I get so big and expansive that I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars, but the people most closest to me are nowhere near living in abundance, well, honestly, that's not financial wealth. That's financial gatekeeping. And we're here to get rid of gatekeepers. And we need to understand that finding a new way of being is so, so very important. So I'm just gonna leave that thought in your head there and see like what this book is talking about. Because that was the energy that was coming forward in reading your energy. And so the major arcana of courage is the number 8, and then the conditioning is 15. For those of you that know typical tarot numbers, that those numbers should help you. I'm not always like completely versed in bringing up the number immediately, but I know for courage is usually depicted with a tiger and a feminine energy, which is like our courage is to protect the feminine energy with our masculine vibration, right? And that's within and without. So I'm just going to give you the back play of their message. So it says, this card shows a small wildflower that has met the challenges of the rocks and stones in its path to emerge into the light of day. Surrounded by an aura of golden light, it exposes the majesty of its tiny self. Unashamed, it is equal to the brightest sun. When we are faced with very difficult situations, we have a choice. We can either be resentful and try to find somebody or something to blame for our hardships, or we can face the challenge and grow. The flowers show us the way, as its passion for life leads it out of the darkness and into the light. There's no point fighting against the challenges of life or trying to avoid or deny them. They are there. And if the seed is to become the flower, we must go through them. Be courage enough to grow into the flower you are meant to be. It is an arduous road, and we need to have courage. We need to have so much courage that's beyond the courage that we are able to feel right now, purely because the ultimate courage that we have the ability to resonate with is still being cleaned up and freed from the conditioning of societal norms, right? And it's time for us to make our own societal norm in our head. And so the conditioning card, the message that they have here, this card recalls an old Zen story about a lion who was brought up by sheep and who thought he was a sheep until an old lion captured him and took him to a pond where he showed him his own reflection. It's very similar. You know where I got the story from. Many of us are like this lion. The image we have of ourselves comes not from our own direct experience, but from the opinions of others. A personality imposed by the outside replaces the individuality that could have grown from within. We become more just like other sheep in the herd, unable to move freely and unconscious of our own true identity. It takes time to look at our own reflection in the pond and make a move to break out of whatever you have been conditioned by others to believe about yourself. It's time to dance, run, jog, do gibberish, whatever it is, to wake up the sleeping lion within. The courage that your ancestors are speaking towards you right now is these two things are being spoken to you because you're in a major phase in life. These are not the minor arcana cards that are coming out for you. These are major arcana moments. So if you've been lackadaisical about your growth, just know that it's okay because you've still been growing. And with that being said, use that resilience to level up your courage so that you can redefine courage. And I know sometimes it seems crazy in these kind of modalities, but we're really here amping up the experience. And so a lot of people have been experiencing courage in a very superficial way. And so seems like where you're coming from right now in your energetic timeline, that courage hasn't been something that your family has been able to dive into freely and comfortably. And so your main focus right now is to just be dynamic with your courage. That's what the cards are reading for me. I'll keep it simple from there. I know I just threw a lot in your face, but these are what the ancestors want you to know. And I can give it to you as gently as I can, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's usually a punch in the throat. But I warned you like a couple of minutes before I did this. So yeah, I hope that you just take a breath at this moment before I give you this compassion card, understanding. Just take like 2 breaths really deep. The diaphragm. We exhale, do another one real deep. Exhale. And for all of those that resonate with this, I hope that you followed along with this breath work. Breath work in these card readings definitely help you to bring with you the light that has been flashed upon you. That being said, here's the compassion card. Compassion is not something that is prissy or overcompensating or makes you feel less than by giving more to others. Absolutely not. I will tell you right now, I was a person that was like, oh, compassion cards, it's going to be so nice. These are going to be like the lovey-dovey stuff, right? No. So this is the number 22 card out of my compassion deck. If you can practice even when distracted, you are well trained. In alignment. I can't make this shit up. I'll repeat it. If you can practice even when distracted, you are well trained. I'm happy that you're able to resonate with it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Being at this level is a requirement. It's not an option. Being at this level offers us to offer the utmost level of compassion, because we are able to not just practice when we're not distracted, we're able to practice while we're being distracted, while we're being triggered, while we're being activated. We're also practicing the courage to be mighty enough to still be a part of the experience. And if we're still struggling with that, it's okay. Keep finding the measures. And so this is the commentary in the back that can help give you some direction for this. If you are a good horseback rider, your mind can wander, but you don't fall off your horse. If you are a good horseback rider, your mind can wander, but you don't fall off the horse. In the same way, whatever circumstances you encounter, if you are well trained in meditation, you don't get swept away by emotions. Instead, they perk you up and your awareness increases. You're well trained. You're well trained. That is my reading for Miss Hot. If you'd like to share some feedback, you're more than welcome to. Anybody else that wants to share some insights as to how they liked my reading going, you're more than welcome. I take all criticism because for me, it's fun to hear how things have unfolded for other people in their ears. And so I'm just going to take a breath, take a moment, let that energy settle. And drink some of this tea.
Yes. I love the reading. It was very beautiful. It resonated with me as well. Yes, I am well trained. Absolutely smart video girl. And I love that about the flower and, being in those conditions. A lot of us are in the conditions where we weren't nurtured early on, but we still grew into because we are part of the universal plan. Like, we have to get there by any means necessary. So like you said, it's not an option. It's not an option. It is a requirement. I love that. I really do.
You're welcome. Yeah, because a lot of what I have witnessed in my spiritual coaching and card readings is a lot of people think it's an option to even listen to the card reading. And I attempt to be an advocate of saying, if you want to hear what is your best possibility, then you should really take heed to that, whether you like the card reading or not.
Yeah.
And so you have to be willing to step into that because it's something that we're calling forward to be revealed. And so irregardless if you're going to try to do it intentionally, unintentionally, it will meet you.
Absolutely. Yes, I love that. The awareness, that's what we are here to be more aware so we can maneuver better, you guys. That's what it's here for. Like, so we're doing this. We love doing it. We came here to do this, but we want to do it in the best way possible. So if we see obstacles ahead of us, we want to be able to maneuver through those obstacles. We know there's going to be obstacles, but again, I love tarot, so. And I love oracle cards. I always do oracle readings. So I love oracle. I love that you said that when I reached out to you about it and you said, I do oracle. I'm like, hey, I love oracle. All right, next up, we got Yvette Braggs. Yvette, are you here? Are you here in the building? Please let us know. And thank you all again for tapping in. If you're interested in a reading, just say me in the comments and let us know if you would like a general or you have a specific question. If you go by a different name, let us know. All right, Yvette is in the building. If you have a specific question, let us know. And I'm going to tap out, let Mahatma do her thing.
Okay, Yvette is in the building. Thank you for staying in tune with our live stream. Mahatma Starseed, sharing the love and light. For those of you that want more of my love and light, tune in to my AM Healing podcast. Will love come into my life? Well, Spirit says love is in your life. You just have to see it more and more. So what will that look like, seeing it more and more? I feel like this is an astrological question, right? Astrology is more in tune with offering love guidance, right? So I'm going to bring my astrological deck out and my other tarot, spirit animals. Ring my bell since it wanted to make noise. Inviting a new energy in. As new energy is welcomed, I'm going to shuffle this deck a little bit more for Yvette. Something already jumped out, which is so funny. I am hysterically laughing in my head right now. And I say that because I have put my compassion deck to the side, but a compassion card still came out. So that shows you how much the universe decides more than we know. And the energy that we have connected to our universe will allow it to be clear or foggy or encrypted. But irregardless, we're going to figure it out. Because I like to read the energy, Yvette. I like to read the energy. And I feel like your energy feels pretty phenomenal. Like anybody that would be a part of your life, whether it's romantic or platonic, should be able to enjoy just being in your energy. You know, there's a reason that everybody cannot always be around, and it's most likely because the way that you want to treat people is with all the love that you can offer. And a lot of people haven't been offered more than 2% of real authentic love. You know, it's been marginalized and whitewashed per se. And here we come with our most authentic self. And people have to spend time first figuring out, is this real? Like, is this something that you're going to be able to keep up with? And here in the Starseed world, we all know we have the capacity to hold space. However, is our capacity free enough to portray the space that we are able to offer? You know. And so I got 3 cards that came out. The first card, which was in my spirit animal deck, I love this card. It's so triggering. It has so many different kind of visuals in here. I'm going to show you. It's in the window. I believe this is like a seal. This is the Queen of Shells, which is the water energy, right? If I am correct off of my remembrance, because again, I do not well verse myself in knowing and being adept in every single one of these numbers. I do know that elements matter, and to knowing where things come from. And so this is a water animal. There's shells depicted in here, and it's the Queen of Shells at that. So we're talking about a minor arcana. This is something that's happening in your life right now. However, it is not the bigger picture. And so we have to always be mindful of what the bigger picture is. I didn't get a major out because I'm not doing a whole reading for you for me to find the major. But what I can say is that whatever pocket you're in right now, you're within the quest of that. And so this is just a battle per se, right? In the war is my way of explaining this in a physical framework. And so in the battle, we want to ask ourselves, what is the overall ambiance standard that I want to sit in? And where you're at right now, where it does have peace here and compassion. So where you're at right now, it is calling you to stand so confidently that you have to accept that you embody these principles. You have to accept it so much that you are allowing yourself to be there in that and giving yourself that. And that means sometimes telling people no. People need to hear no. People don't need to hear yes. They know what it sounds like. They know how it feels already. They know how to get to move forward with a yes. They get what they want when they hear yes. But we need to help people learn to hear what they don't want. And we need to help people see us still loving them, irregardless of the no. Whether it's like, hey, can I borrow $20? And you're like, no, I'm not giving you $20. But not using that occurrence to be like, well, I'm not going to talk to this person for the next 3 days so they don't make me feel bad, or I don't make them feel less than because I'm going to be getting an Amazon package for a product that I just bought that was XYZ, right? Is that really showing someone compassion? Or are we showing conditionality that if you ask me for something and I have to say no, then I need to step away because I'm now embarrassed because I had to say no. But embarrassment is not in alignment in the vibration of peace and compassion. You can't be riddled with embarrassment and be in peace. Unless embarrassment is your peace. That's up to you. I cannot tell you how to live in peace. Some people like to be assholes and that's their peace. And if that's how you are, right? Whatever obstacle that it is that you're experiencing, then be that. Because I always tell people, if you want to be an asshole in life, make sure you are the best damn asshole that you can be. I don't want to hear any excuses other than that. You say this, you're this person, be that person. Through and through, thick and thin. And if it reminds you of a marriage, then yes, that's where you're supposed to be. A lot of people see marriage as an outside union. It must be an inside union. You must be married to your in pieces. Must be. That's not compassion being a people pleaser. Being a people pleaser allows people to miss their lessons, right? And to be truly compassionate, because remember I told you just before in the previous reading, Compassion isn't this airy fairy shit. Compassion is, I need to stand where I belong so that I can allow another person to stand where they belong. And if they can't do that, I need to allow them to see they're not doing that. And yes, that is very, very hard. But we will need to look to our astrological calendar, astrological makeup, maybe, or even human design. Or the other one, I forget what the other one is, gene keys, to just strengthen, like, where is it in these areas that I am getting lost in? Because a lot of us have been specifically taught about our sun sign, which is what a lot of people will talk about first, which is fine, right? But our sun sign is our ego. So we want to be mindful that if we're focusing on our ego, which is mostly our mental, right, our physical moments, that doesn't allow us to look at our other astrological signs to see how we're overcompensating for it, and how the ego is usually in charge of allowing those overcompensations. So if you're doing the work, hopefully you understand what that means, because I'm not going to go too much into this. So I'm going to move on. I hope that you're feeling where you need to stand. You need to stand in your queendom, okay? And for those that are masculines, your kingdom. But even so, the end of the day, we're still talking about masculine and feminine energy that we all have embodied within us. And so if you're able to respect your kingdom along with your queendom, whatever you're reflecting will reflect back to you and mirror you in your outside world, and you'll be able to meet love, and you'll be able to have more than one love come into your life. You'll be able to meet an abundance of love because you're satisfying so much for yourself that the universe isn't searching for fulfillment. It's providing additional fulfillment. Keep that thought in your head. Okay. So this is the two cards. I don't think I showed you. These are the astrological cards that are coming up. You are going to want to see where this is in your chart. If you have your chart available to you, this is a good time to try to look into it as I speak about it. This is Saturn card in a Gemini. So you got a planet and in zodiac sign reference, which means Saturn is a ruling planet of, oh my gosh, running through my head is a little bit tasking, like right off the bat. So I'm going to cheat because I'm not here to make it happen, to force it to happen in any way, shape, or form. So I just go to my astrological book, go to Saturn, and it will tell me who it rules over. Capricorn. You see, there we go. Someone gave me the answer. And Spirit was like, look up, you'll see it just in time. Yes, so Capricorn rules Saturn. And that is Earth energy. I definitely knocked my gem out. No, I didn't. But I'm about to. Okay. All right. So this is the understanding Earth energy, physical energy. This is what we were talking about, standing in that physical essence, right? So the energy here for Saturn, I don't know if you were able to see it specifically because it's a dark card, but there is an owl in there, okay? Which an owl depicts. It's definitely like, I feel like when an owl comes around, it's like calling you, it's messaging you to like focus on something, like wise, right? And so it says, feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. Very in alignment with what we're talking about in regards to this Queen of Shells, right? We know what the energy is speaking. We're just going into diving into there. So it's very important for you to understand this is how you can depict your energy. So here's a little cheat sheet. This is how I am able to feng shui this energy into my experience. So Saturn, find out in your birth chart what zodiac sign is in the Saturn energy at your time of birth. Also, you can check to see where Saturn is at right now in connection to your birth chart, zodiac sign, and what challenges you may face in general. So I'm just going to read a little bit of what this book says. So, because a lot of people don't have a lot of insight into Saturn or a lot of these planets. So I'm going to share that with you. If you have any questions while I'm reading this, feel free. Okay, find your birth chart. So Saturn is the hard-edged planet of tough love, right? Right? This is where you are in question of, right? In its realm, you feel an innate sense of lack, short-changed, or even doomed. But through patience, self-discipline, and hard work, it's also where you can experience profound growth. This planet is expressed in mythology as Kronos, the old king god linked to authority, tradition, and established institutions. He respects triumphs earned through persistence and measured time. Whenever Saturn touches, feels broken, but these restrictions are an energetic training wheel in place not to torture but to teach. You're given pain, which forces you to look at wounds and fears, pushing you to grow. And you're given limitations, so you work methodically. Saturn illuminates the structures your soul warns to reconcile in this lifetime. And these faded wounds need your sober attention to heal. You're welcome. You're welcome. Very much welcome. So what this is saying is definitely look into the mythology of Kronos. Definitely understand that Saturn is definitely pulling on your energy right now, hence the reason why you're speaking about love. And you definitely want to know where your Saturn is at, because that is where you're going to be the most susceptible. A lot of times we might think it's our ego that is causing these susceptible occurrences, but it's definitely your Saturn energy. It's definitely your Saturn energy. So look into that. Now, I'm not going to read the whole part. I'm just going to read you a message to help you, because we're not doing like a whole in-depth full reading here. Call on energy and commit to a healing path. Start by shining a light on the darkness within. What does it look like? Where does it come from? What do you see? This is the work your soul came here for, and alchemy is your birthright. Alchemy means bringing together this aspect and this aspect, and how can they work together and allow me to flourish, allow me to feel abundant, allow me to surpass the feeling of lack. Because lack is just from the conditional setting of the societal conditions that we all have to find a way to expand from in our starseed journeys. And we have to be accepting that everyone in our immediate life may not be ready for that. But it doesn't mean that we should live in fear around them. It doesn't mean that we should live in restriction around them. It means that we should find an equitable space to reside in, because there's somewhere in there within restriction and less restriction, that we can find this middle ground. And we can't require others to do that if they're not doing it for themselves. And we have to require ourselves to find a way to not judge that, not judge ourselves and not judge others. So hold that breath. Bada bing, bada ba. Judgment. So I feel like this last card, okay, I feel like this last card could be the sense of help. I would definitely look for, because it's the Gemini card. It's a Gemini card. And so I definitely would look into where does Gemini show up on my birth chart. Gemini is another earth energy. No, is it an earth energy? No, it's not earth. It is air. It is air. My apologies. Air. Gemini is an air energy. And so we require sound, right? We need to speak. We need someone to probably help us speak in this situation. Geminis are really good at that. Okay, I got me a really good bestie Gemini, and provide me so many words for what I am feeling. And so maybe your chart doesn't have enough air in it. Maybe you need to find help. Maybe Gemini isn't in your direct placements. And it's a time for you to figure out where that is, or where else do you have air in your chart? Is there an Aquarius? Is there a Libra in your life that is also in that air? Just to show, like, there's a butterfly and mountains in this, right? So mountain peaks. So mountain peaks are sitting at a different elevation, a different quality of air, a different level of breathing that can happen for us. So if we're being challenged in the physical, on the ground, we need to allow people with an aerial view to assist us in moving on the ground. Boots on the ground, assistance in the air. And allow spirit to help you with that. Allow spirit to flow you with that. Allow yourself to be open to less people pleasing, more following the energy that's pulling you forward, not backwards. So I'm going to just share a little bit here. I'm going to share the shadow energy for Gemini, because this is what's going to help you understand when you're not allowing air to come into the moment, or when this is a perfect time to give air, to give sound, to give. Sometimes it's pause, right? Because a pause is air, but we need to know where to put it. Because a lot of times we put pauses everywhere. Oh, I'm not going to talk, I'm just going to put a pause. That's not effective. That's not abundant, and that's not going to get you what you want. We need to use pause intentionally. If we use all the pause up at the beginning, we're going to be stuck having a lot more conversations at the end and feeling overwhelmed by. So keep that in mind. So the shadow energy is lacks focused attention. So the lack here, so spirit specifically telling you the lack focused attention, restless and aloof. If you feel like you're being aloof, if you feel like someone's being aloof with you, you are in this Gemini energy that is requiring you to speak and provide communication. Communicate. That's the compassion that you are being called forward to work through, which Saturn energy is work. This is where you gotta work. You're in a place to work. That's where you're at. That's what these cards are saying. Work, 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 work. All you do is work, 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 work. It has to be proficient. Proficient. That's my energetic reading for you, Yvette, for this now moment. I hope that you're able to take heed and find appreciation in the openness that you've already offered yourself and soon to be.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mahatma. Thank you, Yvette. And let's see. Next up, we have William. William, are you here? William, are you still in the building? Enjoyed the reading.
We got Beagle in the house.
Yeah.
He's a dope MC.
Oh, really? Okay.
Dope MC. Dope conscious creator. You're welcome, Yvette. You're welcome. Thank you for allowing me to share my reading. Thank you for those allowing me to read their energy. Willie Beagle still in the house. Yay. Energetic reading time. So what's your choice of topic?
So he also said he wanted the Osho deck.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Some more punches in the throat. Got it. Got it. I love the Osho deck. A five card reading from this guy. If you guys don't know, Osho is a real person. Definitely a guru, definitely Bhagwan. And he came here to create a town of for enlightenment in the middle of the country. Beautiful. Love Osho for show. But it was also a great understanding of how much spiritual leaders can get lost in the sauce because they have our biggest challenge is dealing with our sexual energy. And that is why we're coming to this place to where we have to be super abundant about what is sensuality for us, not sexuality, sensuality. When we don't deal with our sensuality, it steers into our sexuality and becomes over engaged, because sensuality and sexuality are really two different avenues. Okay. We're going to do an Osho and a little bit of astrology. So I'm going to do my little bit more of the three piles. Got 3 piles going. I'm going to shuffle. Let me know which pile you would like me to pull from. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 are the options. And we got this astrological reading coming out. I do feel some cards trying to come out. Ooh, a whole bunch. We're going to just pull specifically pile 3. Pile 3. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, pile 3. We're going to go from 2 in the middle. 2 in the middle. Ooh. Oh, this is very interesting. I've never seen these cards come out. So this is the first timer for me. And Beagle, you're going to fall out anyways. You're just going to fall out. I'll tell you this immediately. So I'm going to show the Osho cards first, and then I'll show the astrological card that came out. These, I believe, are minor arcata, and I believe they're in the same suits because they're both colorful. We've got an 8 and a 5. But look at that. Doesn't it look like this person is looking out to that? And they're locked in? Isn't that interesting? That's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. Oh, it's like you're not inside the house stuck, which is a lot of people. A lot of people are looking out the window, right? But this is depicting that you're outside and it feels very free. However, there's still something blocking the way for easy exit and entrance, you know, and it's tall enough to make you feel like you can't climb out. But the view is beautiful enough for you to keep staring from the place that you are stuck. And that has to be a lot. That has to be a lot. My guess is you need to figure out how to get in between these bars. You need to be a contortionist. Even if you have to make it look like you didn't get out, right? Because sometimes our captors, if they see the door unlocked that they locked you in, they're going to go and run and look for you. And so maybe you're at a place where you can't run out of so easily. However, you need that space. And you know you need that space. Or wherever you're locked in is going to get blown up, right? So time to be the contortionist. So this one where you're locked in at is called the outsider. But it's so much rainbow. It's so colorful. Definitely a rainbow starseed. I don't think we've ever had this conversation before, but it's giving me rainbow starseed. And it makes sense because you definitely call yourself the billboard sign. And yeah, as we call you a great MC, you have really great bars. You have really great bars. And that being said, we have to be mindful of the bars that we speak to ourselves, that could be what's encapsulating us. And we're so used to having other people be our hindrance that we automatically just assimilate it onto them. And we can't do that. You know, we can't put our hurt on other people because then they will always be in control of releasing you from that hurt. And there's a lot of bitter motherfuckers out there. Okay? Just saying. So don't be sitting there waiting. Don't be sitting there waiting just to live this ordinary life. And that goes for like all of the starseeds, right? All of the starseeds. We're doing all of this exuberant, uplifting, reconfiguring, reprogramming just to live an ordinary life. Which seems stupid. And I only say it seems stupid because when we get to experience those touches of ordinary life, a lot of us are like, am I Is this a dream? Am I dreaming? Am I going to wake up from this? Because this felt effortless. I just spent the last 3 hours doing whatever I needed to do, and I had no hindrance. And then, like, we are met with another 3 hours where there is hindrance, and we get confused and think that we're not doing something right. And we have to understand that there were people from our lineage that didn't even get to go 20 minutes without hindrance. So this, what is it? 180 minutes. This 180 minutes have gone by and we were hinderless. That's so much of improvement. And if you look at statistics, it's like 3 times the improvement or more. I'm just lowballing it than what other people were able to expand on. So we're 3 times further than a lot of people who haven't even started the work. So we have to understand that that is the ordinariness that we're looking for. And we can feel that as we're still encapsulated, because as we break one door of chains free from ourselves, we are met and experienced with the next door that has chains on it still that are lying within our generational timeline. Okay. So I'm going to just move from there and read some words of inspiration from this beautiful book for these cards that I've never seen, and then move on from there with great appreciation. This is like mostly the end of the deck. It is the rainbow deck. Okay. So you are feeling yourself an outsider. This is good. This is the transitionary period. Now you have to be alert not to fill yourself with pain and misery. Now that God is no longer there, who is going to console you? You don't need any consolation. Humanity has come of age. Be a man, be a woman, and stand on your own feet. The only way to be connected with existence is to go inwards, because there at the center, you are still connected. You have been disconnected physically from your mother. That disconnection was absolutely necessary to make you an individual in your own right. But you are not disconnected from the universe. Your connection with the universe is of consciousness. You cannot see it. So you have to go deep down with an awareness, watchfulness, witnessing, and you will find the connection. The Buddha is the connection. That's the outside. And then the ordinariness. I'm going to read the commentary for this one. This figure walking in nature shows us that beauty can be found in the simple, ordinary things of life. We so easily take this beautiful world we live in for granted. Cleaning the house, tending to the garden, cooking the meals, the most mundane tasks take on a sacred quality when they are performed with your total involvement, with love, and for their own sake, without thought of recognition or award. You are facing a time now when this easy, natural, utterly ordinary approach to the situations you encounter will bring far better results than any attempt on your part to be brilliant, clever, or otherwise extraordinary. Forget all about making headlines by inventing the latest widgets or dazzling your friends and colleagues with your unique star quality. The personal gift you have to offer now is present best by just taking things easily and simply, one step at a time. And to say I know you personally, I'm going to tell you to take half a step at a time, okay? Half a step, because your half a step is still a whole fucking step. And we need to, increment ourselves to the fullness of our behavior and potential. And I know Mr. Beagle has immense potential, And because of that, I just need you to put your toddler shoes on and take some toddler steps. And I say that because if you would take some toddler steps, it'll be easier for you to see that you have created some ordinariness in your life and that you have the capacity to keep unlocking doors, but you don't have to keep unlocking them so quickly for other people to get through. It's time for you to figure out how to finagle it so that we can help others finagle it, because every door isn't always going to be unlocked and wide open. And we cannot be there for every time that someone needs a door unlocked and open. So we have to offer that to ourselves. Don't wait for a door to be open. Find a way to get through it, because there's always a connection to the universe. Says Spirit. That's my reading. Thank you, Mr. Beagle, for allowing me to share your energy and space capacity.
Ashe, ashe. Thank you for tapping in. Let's see. I think I just might be next. I am going to pop back on after I'm going to take a quick break. Do you feel like taking a quick break? Okay. Perfect. Let me find some.
You need some water.
Yeah, look.
Because I drank all my tea.
I was in the midst of snacking, so if I could just finish that up real quick while I was watching, you know. All right, we're going to play a quick, telepathy. Okay, so Tony Hickman was here, you guys. The Cure is the name of the group, and I'm going to drop this real quick, and then we'll be back here on Pronioa Starseed Podcast.
Everything's a vibe. Like, this is science. Everything's got its own frequency. We know that energy is neither created or destroyed, it's merely transferred or transformed. When we speak in energy. I don't even think people pay attention half the time in conversation when I say, I feel you.
You said I read your mind the other day, but baby, we are just connected deeply in another way. That telepathy connection, energy that's manifested through that melanin, electric currents traveling kinetic. What you thinking? Call my mama. But my mama calling me. Coincidence, no higher common sense, I call it ESP. We are magic while this world's unraveling. 5G cannot limit our abilities from traveling. See, I'm on another level, dirty digging. Homie, get the shovel. I'm a rebel in this motherfucker, dancing with these demons. Got them screaming. This world is planting fear inside us. Clearly, I'm just over all the brainwashing. Time to wash your brain of all the pain, of all the stress, all the lies you told yourself. Open your eyes and realize you're a diamond in the rock. Don't let them tell you what you're not. It's time to show the world all this magic that we got with telepathy.
So hear me clearly. For me, language is liberation. The words that we have, they define and describe the very things that free our mind, but only when we choose with intention and pay attention to the frequency of the words that we use to construct our realities. Who do you say that you are? I am. Those two words alone are the very beginning to a powerful sequence of awakening yourself to who and all that you are, have been, and will be. We talk in frequency.
Clouded visions, poison minds, can't see clear enough. The world full of interference, so God ain't hearing us. My spouse miles away, can't even take a walk in public. Coronavirus got us locked away like lab subjects. Close your eyes and you can feel the pain, we all connected. Empath, so I sense when every soul's ejected. A mystic, magical, way beyond simplistic. 5G blocking my chi, keeping our signals twisted. Communicate with my mind, mental telepathy. Into nature, so we speak on different frequencies. My third I watch, the other two never truly see. The world is an illusion shrouded in secrecy. A king by birthright, a god at first sight. Divine shine bright, blind the wicked at first light. Open your heart chakra and let these words shock you. We telepathic, use your magic like a witch doctor. Focus
Egyptian words of power that speaks to the soul. I command your soul to listen. Nukta chaz un mesura aritun ak em ta tema'u. Nukta chaz un mesura aritun ak em ta tema'u. Nukta chaz un mesura aritun ak em ta tema'u. Nukta chaz un mesura aritun ak em ta tema'u.
All right, peace and blessings. We are back.
Peace and blessings.
Just my light. I don't know. I've been in the back doing all kinds of stuff. Okay, there we go. All right. Welcome back to Pronioa Starseed podcast, y'all. Thank you for tapping in tonight again. I hope you enjoyed your free readings with the beautiful Mahatma Starseed here on Pronioa Starseed podcast. Y'all see that 1111 pop up? That was all that synchronicity from spirit. Thank you for that. And so since it's the end of the night, I will ask Mahatma for a reading for myself. And before we close out, I actually was backstage pulling some cards from the Hip Hop Queens deck for the collective. So I'm going to close out with a collective message during this autumn equinox as well. So, but yes, please, a general message would be welcomed. And from your least harsh deck would be greatly appreciated. No, I'm just joking. I can take it.
My least harsh deck. Oh, it'd be a nice one for you. It just came on out.
I see.
It was like, all right, we'll be nice. It looks like a nice card. So I'll give you that one. And astrology. I like astrology. I like the astrology deck. It really speaks to the body. You know, one of the things that like I learned personally is that the tropical astrology, the standard one that we've learned, is more in connection with the physical path line, and then the Vedic astrological chart is more with the spiritual lifeline. And that's a major reason why the degrees is different in the chart.
See, you just told me something I did not know. That is, thank you for that Pronioa moment. Yes, I didn't even know that because I'm an Aquarius Vedic and I'm a Pisces in tropical. So, and it makes sense because I resonate more and I'm with the Aquarius at this point in my life. And when I was living in my South Node back in the day, you know, I resonated more with my Pisces energy because, like you said earlier, a lot of us resonate with our ego, right? And so after the ego death, though, I started to resonate more with my Aquarius energy. So it's so beautiful that you would say that that's the Vedic versus the tropical. I love that.
Yes, I took a deep dive into astrology one year. I was like, I must know all zodiac signs and earth signs. I need to know who you are. And I figured it out. I figured out a lot of stuff. And I was like, oh my God, this portal never ends.
It doesn't. For real. It goes deep. Like, that's why I love the study of self. People don't realize, like, just knowing yourself takes a lifetime. So trying to act like you know somebody else is mad for me. For people to just, like, there are people out here who will see you and their perception of you is all that they think that you are, when they don't realize that's just a fragment of what they believe that you are. That's not even who you are. And so, yeah, it's real deep when you start to learn yourself, like on so many different levels. So yeah, shout out to all the different systems that have been created to help us lead us down this path.
You got 2 zodiac.
Oh, okay.
To come out, which is very, very interesting. You got a house placement and then a yang, because they talk about the yin and the yang in here as well. So you got the yang energy And it talks about all the zodiac signs that are considered the yin energy. I'm going to show you it. This is the House of Eight. The House of Eight. It's very difficult to read the bottom because it's dark. This, I believe, is the House of Eight. I believe is ruled by Pluto.
Great. Death.
Because we have this.
Yeah, the 8th house, Scorpio, death. Yes, makes sense. Okay.
As we're in the new moon of Scorpio.
Right.
And then we have the yin, which is the sun and the moon in here. And all the zodiac signs that are represented under the yin. Sun and the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Sun and the moon. And this one is intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, receptivity. And the House of Eight, transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacy. So this house is affecting all of these zodiac signs. And so your transformation, your karma, your facing of your fears are all the yin energy currently right now. So I believe this is Taurus and Cancer, Scorpio and Virgo. That might be Capricorn and Pisces. Attempting to go down the list and identify them by the planet signs versus the name of the planet, which is always fun. Always fun. I love this book. I'm going to show you guys this book in a second once I find my end. It's 128. This was gifted to me, and I freaking love it.
Astrology. Oh, nice.
And it says on the back, heaven through earth and spirit through body. And so 128. Okay. The yin is the divine feminine energy. One half of creation. This is the subterranean, subconscious realm of conception. Feelings and ideas are nurtured in this womb-like space with no pressure to do, only to be. Yin is patient and present, open and trusting. It's the unconfined, unspoken, unexpressed world of dreams and spirits. Here lies the roots beneath the trees in the dark night that births daylight. It's where everything is possible. Being an inward, ethereal force, it's linked to the elements of water and earth. As a result, all water and earth signs within the zodiac are considered yin. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So I was right. I know my zodiac signs.
Yes.
I work very hard.
I'm a Taurus rising and a Pisces sun. So that's 2 double yin energy. I love it.
And whatever ones I didn't name, they're yang. Okay, people?
So my Libra moon is yang. Wonderful. I love that. I love that for me. I'm sorry, you guys. I love that.
Knowing, is half the battle. And then it says, keep in mind that this is distilled femininity and makes no reference to physical sexes. Yin energy lives within both male and female bodies. That's I spoke about before. The shadow phase of this is passive. So if you ever want to know when you're not leading in your yin energy when you need to, it's passive. Which is something that most feminines, because we're presenting as the feminine energy, right? So we have the utmost responsibility to display that, not just embody it. And so when we're going through these modalities, it's very important for us to trust that. It's very important to trust that in a world where that was never given a platform to build trust in. And so like that's where this 8th house stuff comes in, and being able to conquer facing these fears. Just fears. Okay. So every single one of these have like an omen. So I'm gonna read the omen, and this helped me to redefine omen, because you know we grew up with the omen being something negative. You know, a lot of us saw the Omen, the movie from the
80s. What was her name? What was that boy's name?
Oh Damien.
Damien. Yes, we seen the Omen. When you said Omen, I was like, oh shit, what curses?
So I'm just gonna read the bottom half of this.
Okay.
As a long-term practice, consider your balance between the yin and the yang, your spiritual life and your physical life. Both vital energies ebb and flow within. As two sides of creation, do you feel a harmonious balance? So that is where your omens are gonna bang at your door the most.
Yeah. No, I believe that. I know. I actually, yes. I resonate so heavily with that. And the fact that you brought up the yin and the yang, because I do believe that, you know, once you have, it's not even about mastering, but harnessed both energies within yourself and notice and know that they both belong to you. You don't have to look for the masculine energy external. If you're a man, you don't have to look for the feminine energy external to yourself. You know, you can harness both energies for yourself. And that is when you become the most powerful. That is when, you know, you really can't be thrown off balance, you know, no matter what. Because when the feminine, when you're only in one energy or the other, there's a weakness. There's a weak link in the chain. There's somewhere that, you know, the other, and I say the other as an external, but it's really not. It's where you can be fragmented. You know, there's a weak spot. And so it's like having a force field or a thick, I'm seeing a windshield glass, like with the extra reinforcement when you have both the yin and the yang and you are in alignment. So I resonate with that highly at this time.
Yes, immensely. And, you know, because it's coming up for you, you know, the yin energy is something that's really meant for you to embody, you know, and I really feel like you do. I really feel like you do. Like you come off very strong and feminine, you know, and the more that you can exhibit that and portray it, the easier it's going to get for you, because that's your platform that you're building on. And the thing about us is that with our spiritual platform, we can make it to where it hovers. I call it our magic carpet, you know, and it's a whole new world at that point. You know, I can be here and then be there and still be on my square. I don't need to leave my square anywhere, because I can embody them in all of these zodiac signs. I can respect them. I can be graceful with them. I can work with them, even in these fearful moments, because they're going to bring me freedom to attack the things that nurture me the most, which is transformation, right? A lot of people say that I want to be stress-free. being stress-free is passive. We got to stress less. I want to stress less, but I don't want to be free from stress. You know, there's no growth from that. Like the first card reading that we had, you know, Mother Nature had to stress itself through that rock. You know, it didn't just wait for the rocks to break open and to have pure, divine, 100% daylight to feel like I can be me.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Thank
you very much. So just to like emphasize on what it's saying over here, I feel pulled to just read the omen part for you because you're in a place where adding questions in is what's gonna fuel you right now. Because like most females, when someone asks you a question, be like, you'll be all right. And you'll be like, will I? Do I want to be all right? And feeling like I'm not saying it just to be a bitch. I'm not saying it just to like create hindrance. I'm saying it so that I can see how free you're going to let me feel. Are you going to give me space and capacity to say no? Or are you going to be rubbish and just say, you know, can we move on? Because that's what people do. And that means that they deflect and are passive from their feminine energy. So here are the questions. Can you imagine life is happening for you, not to you? You've been giving perfect challenges to highlight the snags of your soul and perfect gifts to support your healing. Can you let every experience of pain or pleasure work through you? Can you absorb every encounter and let it go? This means loving with an open palm, being open to loss, trusting in the universe, trusting the universe will carry you to your next chapter. The physical happenings of your life exist to deliver the medicine you need. And sometimes the healing comes in letting go. Mm-hmm. Surrender and deepen your connection to the spiritual nature of life.
Listen, yes. I'm sitting here saying, yes, divine. Yes, I can. Yes, I will. Yes, I shall. Yes, I did. Yes, I have. Yes, absolutely. We hold on. I believe in hold on tightly, let go lightly. And a lot of people are very shocked with that. But it's a form of love, of self-love. You know, when you truly know what's for you, you don't hold on to much of anything.
Yeah.
You let things go and you just go with the flow of life.
Yeah. Oh wow. This card right here that came out from the Osho deck, it's a lot of freedom in it. It's like, you know, because we were just looking at the other one where the boy had the gate was so high he couldn't try to get over it. And it's like you're the air. Like you got some good air in there. You need to go check your zodiac sign to see where the air is airing out, because you need to grab that. You have a lot of capability to just fly out some shit. Like I'm gonna find the crevices, sisters. And if y'all gonna follow me, you better follow me. But I need you to know this portal is only open for as long as I need it.
Speak it to my listen, get out my soul, because all of that, and the air is my Aquarius member now. Vedic is Aquarius, that's air. Then I got a Libra moon, that's air. My Venus is in Aquarius, that's my air. My Mercury is in Aquarius, that's air. So yes, you are absolutely right, and that's the thing, you know. Trapping me is a hard thing to do because I will maneuver. You can't. Have you ever trapped air? Baby, trap it if you. How show you? You can put it in a balloon, but air is still around you. Like it's not trapped. Air is everywhere.
Yeah. And it escapes too.
It does.
It does. Because
Right
if you blow up a balloon with just simple air, by the end of the party, it's on the floor.
Because the air, they got up out of there. Up out of there. Air. I love it. I love it. I love this message.
That's right. You better get some helium.
Yes, absolutely. You better get some helium. You better add something to it because air's up out of there. Oh my God, what Glorilla say? Out of there, out of there.
Better you than me. Better you than me.
What? Oh my goodness.
I love the freedom though. And it says understanding, So like just apply understanding to yourself because that's your freedom. That's your freedom. And it goes with like we don't have to clear our energy the same way as everyone else. And understanding that is gonna ricochet you so much more quicker because you spend so much less seconds focusing on maybe I should be there when you don't need to.
You're so right. I'm a Taurus rising. I move slow. I take my time. You ever seen a cow get up? They do not rush. They don't do nothing. And everybody else is looking, oh, I'm going to go. I'm going to get ahead. Go right ahead. But when I get there, baby, with the power of when you just don't even know it's okay. You can underestimate me. It's all right. I don't move to any emperor's groove. I move to my own beat of my own drum. That freedom is truly there. And, it took me a long time to get to this space. It took a long time. I've been trapped in everybody else's little webs of energy draining and all of that. And I'm finally in my own energy. Is no way, shape, form. And you ain't catch me if you can. You see Peter Pan, how you just be pew, pew, pew. That's me off the walls everywhere. Ping, ping, ping. You ain't gonna be able. No.
Facts.
I love it.
Facts. The goddess Rael in the building.
That's it. That's for real. We're just having this. This is so. That's why I'm sitting here. Like the message resonates so much because this is the conversation, and I love that spirit. It's like, yeah, I'm just telling you. I hear the conversation. I'm here in the conversation. I'm like, yes, I hear you, and I see you. I love it. I love it.
And I got you. When you do the work, you don't get punched too much in the throat.
Yeah. Oh, believe because I used to get them karate chops until I started doing the work, and I have been, and I thank Spirit for acknowledging that, and for sure, I love it.
I hope you guys enjoyed my style of energy reading. Yes, these tarot cards. I get pretty illustrative with it. Ashe.
Yes. Yes, thank you so much. No, I love your look. Okay, so I say this all the time. People don't realize I enjoy tarot. I enjoy tarot even when the reading's not mine. I enjoy the story of it. I enjoy the energy that it brings, and I enjoy the fact that I know that those messages resonate for that person and they're feeling it. Like I enjoy the fact that tarot even exists. When people, again, I'm always going to be an advocate of tarot because as long as it's the readers. You understand? Like you can't have everybody reading you. And I want people to understand that. You have to trust the readers because some people have ill intentions. I've learned that the hard way. A lot of these things I had to learn the hard way. But the beauty of tarot is that divine has given us gifts, all of us. And some people can read cards and read energy. And they are sharing that gift with you. So don't demonize the gift. If you don't like it, you don't understand it, that's fine, move on. But respect it because it is an art and it is a gift to be able to read those cards. It's a gift to be able to resonate with spirit on that level. I have a show called The Chosen and the Fallen, and I have been redefining over time what that word really means to me as in chosen, because, everybody has gifts, but chosen, when I speak of chosen at this time, I'm speaking of those, again, with these certain gifts that are helping us in this spiritual movement towards the new leadership, because we've gone through all of these different types of leadership. But at this time, Spirit is asking the spiritual leaders to step up. And so when I say chosen, I mean those people who have been chosen and specifically tapped in so that they can step up at this time. Mahatma, you are one of those people. Your energy is so beautiful. Your music is beautiful. Your soul is beautiful. Your spirit is beautiful. And I really do appreciate when you accept our invitation here on Pronioa. Tarot Tuesdays, again, it's something I do here because I love tarot. And I used to be like, dang, I wish my favorite reader would like give away a free reading one time. And now I'm like, I find readers who are not just, they're very gifted, but they're also giving of their time and their energy. So again, it's very rare that you find people who really care enough to give of their energy to come here and give out free readings. So if you guys want to donate to Mahatma, do you have a Cash App, Venmo?
Yes, I have a Cash App. My Cash App is Starseed MA.
Starseed
MA.
MA.
$ Starseed MA.
Gotcha. And that's Cash App. So if you want to, she said, do you have Venmo?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It's it's Mahatma Starseed.
Mahatma Starseed.
It should be.
Oh. That's if you guys want to donate. And this is for all readers. Anytime you come here, they give of their time and their energy. Again, we are growing slowly and organically, but when we get to the point we start making money, I'm paying my readers, okay? Because you guys give so much of yourself. And if I can't pay you in money, I will pay you in energy. We would exchange energy in some way, shape, or form. If I got to make you a bracelet, a ring, a crown, I send you a deck of cards because I think it's so beautiful, again, that you give so much of yourself freely. And you guys enjoy doing it. Like people always hit me, they're like, man, I love doing tarot Tuesday. I'm like, really? Okay, you can come back next month. See you next month. I love it. I think it's beautiful. And again, you rarely get a chance to get anything free in this world. So to be able to get the divine knowledge and guidance for free is just a beautiful thing. So thank you, Mahatma, for coming tonight and gracing us with your beauty and your energy. Much love to you. All right, Starseeds, before we go tonight, I did pull some cards for you while I was backstage. I have the hip hop, here we go. The Hip Hop Queens Oracle deck, one of my favorites, right? And I'm not going to go deep into it. I'm going to read the specific card, and then I'm just going to let you guys Spirit tell you what that means for you. This is a collective read, so each of you is going to resonate differently. Okay, so Spirit, first of all, the first card I got, I never pulled before. And so I thought that was really dope. And it was Bahamadia. Bahamadia, knowledge in the age of Aquarius, of course. Bahamadia. And this is for the fall equinox energy, knowledge. And I love her fro. What's up with that? Who made this picture? She is fierce. The second that I pulled for you guys was Rhapsody, truth. Truth. And I'm going to tell you how these all just, to me, are so beautifully came together. And the next one was Queen Latifah, respect.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you already feel it. You see where it's going. It could have been any cards. These are the ones that came out. The very last one, Lauryn Hill, inspiration.
Oh, wow. They're hitting it.
Mm-hmm. You see all them awards in her arms.
Yes.
Yes. This is what I'm talking about, Starseeds. It is your time, right? It is your time to step up. Step up in your knowledge, with your knowledge. We already know you're knowledgeable. You've been spitting this for years. People have been listening. Listen, shout out, yes. Knowledge, respect, truth, respect, and inspiration. First of all, we've been sharing free knowledge here and everywhere else on the internet for years. I will go back to my first master teacher, which was Dr. Dilbert Blair. Got the free knowledge right there on YouTube. Then you got the truth. We're in the age of Aquarius. With knowledge comes the truth. You know, at the dirtiest, muckiest stuff at the bottom of that water that the Aquarius is pouring out, it's going to be the truth. It's going to be the things that's going to shock the world. That's why star seeds are needed right now. We have to cushion the blow. You understand? Like, we can't be, I told you, we've been teaching, we've been telling you, that's not what we're here for, because we know the truth and we have the knowledge. Next up, we have respect. And it is time that we step into the respect. This is also a part of that releasing things, people that don't respect you, that don't see your value, that don't understand your calling. It's okay for people not to be on the same page as you, but anyone who stands in your way, tries to stand in the way of the universe. Baby, do you see that hat on her head? That is a crown, okay? That is not just a hat, that is a crown. You are crowned. You are anointed. You are star seeds, and you are to be respected at all times. And last but not least, inspiration. You are an inspiration, not just to others, but you should be an inspiration to yourselves. Every day you push through life, and it's not just it's really us star seeds, just like you said earlier, it is a struggle just to be normal, just to live as what people would consider normal. For me, it's an everyday struggle, but I love to inspire others. I love to be an inspiration to others. And it's not for the awards. It doesn't matter about the awards. Those awards right there that she's holding are from divine. Those awards right there that you're going to hold are divine. Divine acknowledges you and sees you and is awarding you at this time. And you are here to inspire others. That is what you're here for. With your knowledge, your truth, and your respect, your authenticity is an inspiration. So the very last card I pulled was from my very favorite Bob Ross.
Is that Bob? Is the GOAT. As we talk about the GOAT.
Of all time, for sure. I used to fall asleep to Bob Ross.
Fucking GOAT, man.
A little tree back there and just tap, tap, tap right there. And there you go. And it's a whole damn forest. Like, how did he do that? Because he's special. I'm telling you. Starseed. And the number 8, which we know is abundance, and also it is a number of cycles. We talked about Saturn. Saturn rules the number 8 as well. And Saturn and the number 8 says, we don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
That's right.
That's right. Because everything is a lesson or a blessing.
That's right.
So Pronioa means that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. That means nothing is out of whack. Even if you can't see it right now, doesn't mean it's not working out for you. So that was the message from the universe collective. I thank you, Mahatma, for being here tonight. I thank you all for tapping in. Again, it's been a beautiful night. And we just said it. Pronioa means the universe always conspiring in your favor. Never give up on yourselves, because you are what we need right now. Love you. Have a great night. Peace, y'all. And I said all that. Peace.
It's time to rise. Yeah, lift your eyes. Don't let nobody play with your soul, cause you the prize. Had to change my vision, change my tongue, and change my mind. I even changed my circle, now everything aligned. I'm talking square roots. I'm in the sun, eating bird fruit. Fought through the lions and the tigers just to bear fruit. Head full of locks, tattoos on my bird arms. It's melanin all on my bird skin. They don't want us to win. See, he a blood, he a crip, they don't want us to blend. If we made in God's image, I'm calling them twin. Yeah, they thought that was the end. Yeah, they tried to break you, but forgot that you could bend. Now we don't talk about what it's been, cause now it's getting better. Used to get cheese from the government, but now we getting fatter. Now it flew together. Now it's better weather, blue skies, right?
Son of mine, don't let them tell you where treasures lie. Hold on to hope and don't close your eyes. Just keep on looking up towards the light. The sun gon' shine, we gon' rise.
It's time to rise, yeah, lift your eyes. Peace to the goddesses and peace to the gods. I picked up the pieces and said peace to the odds. I ain't who I used to be, I know they all surprised. It's shocking, ain't it? Ain't no blocking, ain't no stopping greatness. Thought it was meant to fall apart, but nah, I did the maintenance. I even cut off some dead weight, and though it wasn't painless, when you start applying gems, your body go through changes. Yeah, I used to throw signs, nine-line chakras. I evolved from that thug life, they still wanna pockets. Meditation over medication, do you proper. I started eating plants and let the earth be my doctor. Now they can't stop you, with y'all on your side. And don't forget your ancestors, the angels down the ride, I've been mastering demons and now I feel divine. It's perfect time. If you can hear my voice right now, look down at your feet. See, you right where you supposed to be. But see, some of y'all be posting online and you ain't who you supposed to be. Write this on a post-it note. Post this quote. Time to
Son of
ride.
mine, don't let them tell you where treasures lie. Hold on to hope and don't close your eyes. Just keep on looking up towards the light. The sun gon' shine, we gon' rise. Sacrificing sleep for my dreams. Sailing across the atlas, this shit deeper than some streams. Everything ain't what it seems, and I'm reading in between, translating frequencies from ethereal beings. I can walk through the streets and remain unseen. My protection on a beam, my direction, 7 seas. Cinematic tendencies, currencies, infinite. On some classic type shit, so consistent with the hits. Cosmic message on the lips, clearly heaven never miss. Crucial metamorphosis, I swear I died 1,000 times, but still I rise by the power of Most High. I heard legends never die, but we bound to the crown. That motherfucker heavy than 1,000 evil eyes. Getting stronger with my boundaries, cause my spirit is the prize. And my soul is as vibrant as the moon on summer nights. And my mind is a dive into all that's divine. Sacred scribe, watching Gemini rise. When I was born, I loved my mama womb so much that I was trying to hold on. I had problems with the breath, cause my spirit never left. I survived 1,000,000 threats, projections aimed at my neck, death sentence to my success, abuse of my innocence, transmuting the bullshit, speak life on my lineage, protecting women and kids, raising respectful men, honoring the land, keeping the sacred, infusing the planet with healing and presence, wisdom of ancients, pumping through my veins, scream my ancestors' names, we ain't here to play, coming for every fucking thing you ripped from my kin and them, multiply that shit by 10, can't quantify my existence. I am an uncompromised transmission in this holographic realm of those addicted to the gram. My heart chakra bleeds for those in need of connection. You magnetize all your blessings when you lead with intention, and you lean into forgiveness, and you see all you've been given, and you amplify your mission with compassion for your lessons, giving grace to your versions that's in need of the healing, saving space for potential cause your growth has no ceilings. And now I'm building you up cause you are my reflection. I feel collective fear and pain, and I can't answer all those questions, but we all know the problem, and we cry for solutions. We didn't watch all our legends up and die for the truth. Strange fruit, tongue-tied for our lives by the noose. I will no longer be silenced, but those who deny our truth, fulfilling the prophecy, feeling the potency of a black woman near her prime. What a joy it is to see. Every win for my sis is a W for me. Reflecting my inner light, is it W or me? No double cup, just tea. Pour libations up for me. When I bounce out this bitch at the altar, sing my name. Leave me raspberry leaf. Fill my cup up for me. Play my voice over the seas. Lava for eternity. Lava is eternity.
Shimim Hotel, Shimim Ra, Ashe. Uncle Jobs and Needs and Empty, Ashe. We give thanks for the verbal elixir and divine frequency of Lava God. Just know if you're hearing my voice, you are the new deity. You are the Neteru. You are the Orisha. You are the Vedic. You are the Mayan, Aztec. You are the Akan, the Dogon. All that is God is in you, so we lack nothing. Give thanks.
Crystals on my neck, they think I do voodoo. Cast a spell on their ass with this juju. Bitch, I'm healthy, stay drinking this fruit juice. I'm the chosen one, when will God choose you? I can astral project in the cosmos. Meditation, my thoughts do not wander. I eat vegan, say fuck Benihana's. Sun gaze and be hot like a sauna. What the fuck is a Christian Dior? Put a white shirt on to do yoga. Feel my energy, micro be soaking. Got protection from demons approaching. They want my energy cause I got motion. Selenite is the crystal I'm toting. Need a black cat for all you rodents. My light too bright, they stay running like roaches. Eat them herbs and get rid of the sickness. Dr. Sebi, I'm healing holistic. I'm not cooking no meat in the kitchen. Goddess nigga, she whip vegan dishes. I'm in nature, my feet in the dirt. I be knowing the spider won't bite me. Cause I'm tapped in, little bitch, I'm connected. I be focused, I live in the present. Energy heightened, they call me Vegeta. Slow down with life, take you a breather. All these sheep in the world want a leader. Fuck church, I don't listen to preachers. Only thing that I need is the Bible. Now my consciousness high like the Eiffel. Hear the word with my music like Michael. Swear this word finna end the last cycle. They not people, they bossing, they NPCs. All that karma you got off this planet, you leave. And you better ask God for forgiveness. Negativity killing the children. Why they be disrespecting the women? Then they be disrespecting themselves. But I love this planet so much and I can't, so that's why I be thinking that I need help.
Fresh out. Get me a crowd.
Man, damn, I been hurt for a little minute. That struggle I live ain't gone cause I'm still in it. Can't keep a job, but I'm still living. Been behind on the bills, but I'm still giving. Man, I come from the gutter, the bottom, way under the track when I speak through on they business. What a party, old people be snipe sisting. And the ones that you love send the death wishes. No, I ain't had the clothes on my back, nor the shoes on my feet to go stump with the big dogs. Back then, they would bully a bitch, so I had to throw balls just to show them a bitch raw. No, we ain't had the money to turn on the water. Took baths with a bucket and washcloth. Life been so up and down like a seesaw. And they wonder why a bitch gotta go off. Man, them people don't know about the struggle. Got up and got back to the hustle. Hell nah, I can't show when I'm stuck and been down on my ass. I got that from my mother. Spark up just to keep it together. 3-5 in the wood, make it better. Man, I had to just pray just to keep up the fight. You can never train me like the weather. Man, them people don't know about the struggle. Got up and got back to the hustle. Hell nah, I can't show when I'm stuck and been down on my ass. I got that from my mother. Spark up just to keep it together. 3-5 in the wood, make it better. Man, I had to just pray just to keep up the faith. You can never change me like the weather.
All of this shit do it once, I can't get to the paper for the business I need to. Keep doing this music, but people don't listen, trying to see what the fuck am I gon' do. Gotta stay in the mix and I keep showing face, put aside all the crying I did do. And most of these niggas be all in my grill and can't walk in my shoes, he a damn fool. Shit multiple times I done been through depression, begging the God that some take me to heaven. Said I ain't strong, I can't take on the battles you threw in my life, but I know these is lessons. That's on the pole, but don't talk about it often. Sold out some weed just to make me a profit. Went out to Cali to swipe me some cars, and they never told, cause I kept it solid. On best friend, tried to fuck on the one that I love, had to go and cut the bitch off. Man, I had to offset my career, said to give me some time to take off, gotta blast off. If I had about 5 just to talk to who dead or alive, I'd talk to my child now and tell him I'm sorry. Mama wasn't ready and young that a boy maybe crash out. Man, them people don't know about the struggle. Got up and got back to the hustle. Hell nah, I can't show when I'm stuck and been down on my ass. I got that from my mother. Spark up just to keep it together. 3-5 in the wood make it better. Man, I had to just pray just to keep up the fight. You can never change me like the weather. Man, them people don't know about the struggle. Got up and got back to the hustle. Hell nah, I can't show when I'm stuck and been down on my ass. I got that from my mother. Spark up just to keep it together. 3-5 in the wood make it better. Man, I had to just pray just to keep up the faith. You can never change me like the weather. Kane.
Fresh out.
Whoa, you ain't gotta talk about bodies that you never caught. You ain't gotta try to rock Prada, you can buy Lacoste. Tryna follow trends, gonna throw your zen way off. Take a good look in the mirror when you feeling lost. Be yourself, king. Should be yourself. Should be yourself, king. Should be yourself. Should be yourself, king. Should be yourself. And really the greatest thing that you could be is to be yourself. It's a whole lot of insecurities on display. When he go and spend his whole advance on a diamond chain. When he tricking off on these hoes trying to fill the void. When he steady popping on these ends trying to numb the pain. When he flexing all on the gram showing off the bands. When he knowing damn well that he got it off a scam. I don't wanna see you do a bid trying to get a lamb. It's a lot of ways to go legit, think about your fam. Cause you ain't gotta lie to kick it. You ain't gotta pop prescription. You ain't gotta load up the stick. You ain't gotta slide on niggas. You ain't gotta spin the block. Cause you ain't really got no ops for real. That's just your ego trying to take over. Really, that's the one that you got to kill. Why everybody wanna be on demon time when your angels gon' ride for real? That feeling of emptiness deep inside is something the money will not fulfill. And we gotta get back alignment with God, cause that's the only way that time will heal. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. You ain't gotta talk about bodies that you never caught. You ain't never caught. Whoa. You ain't gotta try to rock Prada, you can buy Lacoste. You can buy Lacoste. Tryna follow trends, gonna throw your zen way off. Yeah. Take a good look in the mirror when you feeling lost. Whoa. Be yourself, king. Should be yourself. Should be yourself, king. Should be yourself. Should be yourself, king. Should be yourself. And really the greatest thing that you could be is to be yourself.
Welcome to the universal womb, where all things are created at the speed of light. You have been brought here by the mother. Better watch how you come for the mother. Rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. All the babies in the wombs worldwide with the mother. I'm sharpening my tools, I ride for the mother.
Better watch how you play with the mother, aiming at your jugular. What you say to the mother? Pussy niggas tryna have they fucking way with the mother. Feet in the dirt, I'ma have to pray with the mother. The mother, divine feminine, not a ghost in the shell, not the original sin. Sekhmet, serpents, fearless, lioness, worlds in my hips, life on my lips, and I'ma count to 10. Better come again, or we cord cutting. See it in my eyes, feminine rising. All the babies worldwide, I'm on the front line. Tully on my side and a lullaby, baby, don't cry. Better watch how you come for the mother. Rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. All the babies in the wombs worldwide with the mother. I'm sharpening my tools, I ride for the mother. Better watch how you play with the mother, aiming at your jugular. What you say to the mother? Pussy niggas tryna have they fucking way with the mother. Feet in the dirt, I'ma have to pray with the mother. Mama Earth, Mother Gaia. Free the Congo, free Sudan and Gaza. Free the minds of every child locked in bondage. I'ma stand up on that business, I'm riding. I'm sliding on all these fuck niggas fucking with our kids. Ran out of luck, nigga, we coming for they lid. Fuck all that soft shit, we calling out your shit. For all the starseeds, the mamas, my sisters, we riding at midnight. I got the blicky, she got the sword, little baby got machete. If it's a war, then we better be ready. Cause wicked forces coming for the babies. And I'ma scorch anybody talking crazy. And mama's waters baptized me as a baby. And made a pure soul stay protected on the daily. I'ma pour some for the angels that we gaining. What?
Better watch how you come for the mother. Rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. Babies in the womb worldwide with the mother. Sharpening my tools, I ride for the mother. Better watch how you play. Mother, aiming at your jugular. She say to the mother, pussy niggas tryna hide it for the way with the mother. Feet in the dirt, I'm about to pray.
Learn to cloud surf while never leaving Earth. 10 toes firmly planted in the dirt for what it's worth. See my life flash before my eyes a couple times. So I'd be lying if I said I don't believe in the divine. For reasons we can't find, the truth will probably blow our minds. This energy in the universe send chills down your spine. Had a talk with a goddess about human design. Pull my coat to how I need to get my chakras aligned. Gotta break some bad habits, it's addition by subtraction. Move away from bad actors, trying to leech off your action. It's the laws of attraction, gotta see it before it happens. Gotta believe it with a passion, then receive this beautiful madness. Find a pattern in the chaos, their assessment was way off. You build it from the ground up, you own it, so ain't no layoffs. Your energy is equity, cashing on your day off. Hope to reach a couple souls, it's all a part of the payoff.